Hi, my name is Russell Matthews. I'm an exercise specialist at the Lift Wellness Center. And today I'm going to do a little quick presentation about how to create a running program for the Healthy Heights talks. This is creating the running program, the Lift Wellness Center and the Healthy Heights together. This is just the different types of races I'm going to focus on a little bit. Each one is what it is, and then I gave an example of where to find one. You can always go online to racesonline.com and look those up. But the first one is a 5K. That's something that we do here at Lift and Healthy Heights. We do what's called a cont'd 5K training course. You'll see more about that online on Healthy Heights. The diabetes sugar run is an example of that. The 10K is another type of race, as well as the half marathon and marathon. Half marathon is going to be about 13.1 miles, marathon 26.2 miles. Running those at the St. Jude, and also there's one here in Jackson, the Andrew Jackson Marathon. Triathlon, I know Memphis has a ton of triathlons. Those involve swimming, biking, and running as well too. Trail races, I know Union has a couple of those, and also the Ragnar, virtual Ragnar race around Tennessee that Healthy Heights sponsors as well too. So those are just the different types of races. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about creating a running program, how to do a running program, and just some tips as well too. So these are just tips to get started. Always consult with a doctor first before starting a running program or for starting any new exercise plan. You always want to make sure you're healthy, you're fit, you're enough to start. Any medical issues, background, those get taken care of as well. So make sure you do that. Always make sure you're safe. And then number 2, schedule your workouts. I put a quote up there, Ben Franklin, failure to plan is planning to fail. So you always want to go in and anything you do, always start off with something, always plan it out. You don't have to meticulously plan it, but have some type of idea of what you're doing before you just start something full bore, just without any type of plan. And then number 3, going back to planning, expect bad days. Not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day is going to be amazing. They're going to happen, and that's what the plan's there for. It's to help so you don't so it doesn't weaken your resolve or let the bad days weaken your resolve. You always have something there for you. And then plateaus and motivation. I'm going to do another talk later on in August about how when you reach a plateau, how to defeat that. But you're going to have a plateau. You're going to lose motivation. You're not going to want to wake up and run. You're going to be upset about it maybe at some point. But these plateaus and motivation, that's what the plan is there for, to help you kind of overcome that. So just expect those bad days. Just don't let them weaken your resolve. Always make sure you plan, and always consult your doctor before you start any new exercise plan. A couple more tips. Don't rush. Take time. Enjoy the journey. Any journey is worth having. Take time. Enjoy the journey. Also, hydration. Make sure you take plenty of sports drink. If you're sweating a lot, the sports drink, the sodium, the potassium helps, and the electrolytes helps out with that. And also drink plenty of water if you aren't running as far. And then warm up and cool down. I'll talk more about that later, but those are vitally important when you're running as well. Talk a little bit about shoes. Choosing the shoes. A midsole cushioning is for medium and high arches. Motion control cushioning is if you have a flat foot or low arch. And then I put some different designs on here about what the arches look like. Most people have high or normal arches, so most of them will get midsole cushioning shoes. And then also motion controlled shoes. There should be a low arch and flat feet. We'll talk more about that here in a second. 4 different types of shoes. They're performance training shoes. Those are cross-training type shoes. Those are used for daily training, for speed and agility work. I see a lot of them here at Lift as well too. I noticed that. And then the second one is racing shoes. Those are efficient for running, really good for race days. Brooks, Asics, they make great running shoes. Shoes for stability. If you have any issues, if you need some added support, stability shoes are great for that. And then the last one is trail shoes. Those are individualized for off-road running. Those are water-resistant shoes. I see them a lot when I go on hikes as well too, but trail shoes are good for that. A couple of companies I put on here. Dick's Sporting Goods, obviously they're here in Jackson, but Fleet Feet, that is a shoe company. They're in Nashville and they're also in Memphis. And what they're designed to do is specifically to help each individual find the right shoe that's right for them. And how they go about doing this is they look at your foot, look at your stride, how you run and how you walk, and then they pick out the right shoe that's for them. There is an extra added cost for that. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's very, very, very good. And if you're going to be running for a long period of time, getting into a running program and doing it for a long period of time, I would suggest go in there and really let them look at your feet and how you run. And it gives you more information, and information is power. You can create your workout program better for that. So Fleet Feet is a very good retailer to go to. They're in Nashville, and there's also one in Memphis where I'm from. All right, now about the program. You always want to start off slow, working up 20 to 30 minutes for each running period. You can either measure your run through two different means, time or distance. You can set a goal with either direction. I know when I like to run, I usually measure for time. A lot of the machines that we have here at Lift are measured on time. But most people who run outdoors do distance. And then stretching. That's vitally, vitally important. Not enough people do it. I'm going to talk a little bit about how to do some stretching as well too. Active isolated stretching is the stretching that I'll talk about. And how to use your IHP and Healthy Heights account to help that out. All right, so now about the program. The program is found on a website called runnersworld.com. It's a 7-week program. I'm only going to talk about the first 3 weeks, but I do have that website. It's called runnersworldonline.com. Go to Beginners Running Program, and they have that there. So week number 1, your weeks are divided up into 5-day works, 5 days where you'll run and walk, and then you do have a rest day on Sunday. So let's focus on the days you run, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. On week 1, you're just going to run 1 minute, walking 2 minutes, but you're going to repeat that 10 times. So it's going to build up your stamina. That's what that first week is focused on. On Tuesday, you'll walk 30 minutes. Also Thursday, you'll walk 30 minutes as well too. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are the days you're going to be running. So running 1 minute, walking 2 minutes, repeating 10 times. In between those days, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you're just going to walk for 30 minutes. So you're always going to be doing something. And then Sunday, it's just a rest day. You don't have to do any type of running at all. Week number 2. And week number 2 is going to crank up the intensity a little bit, crank up how long you're running for, and decreasing the amount that you're walking for. So in the first week, you were walking, I think it was 2 minutes. Yes. Yeah, and on the second week, you're only going to be walking for 1 minute. So Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Those are the times you're going to run. And you'll see it's kind of incrementally increase the amount of time you're running for. So on Monday, you're going to do 2 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking, and repeating 10 times. Of course, Tuesday and Thursday, those are your walk days. You'll walk 30 minutes each day. Wednesday, you'll be running for 3 minutes, walking 1 minute, repeating 7 times, and then you run for 2 more minutes. So Wednesday's a little bit different. And then on Friday and Saturday, you run for 4 minutes, walk for 1 minute, and repeat 6 times. So you're going to see that your runs will increase, go from 2 minutes all the way to 4 minutes in just a few days' time. But hopefully that baseline first week will help you prepare for the second week, and then you'll jump up. And then, of course, on Sunday, you rest. And then finally, for week number 3, it goes up again. So Monday and Wednesday, you're going to be running for 5 minutes, walking for 1 minute, and you're going to repeat that 5 times. Of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll walk for 30 minutes each time. And then Friday and Saturday, those are the combo days where you run for 6 minutes, walking for 1 minute, you repeat that 4 times, and then you run for 2 more minutes. So once again, you'll kind of see that it builds up, and then it increases your endurance level as well too. And then, of course, on Sunday, you rest. Now, weeks 4, 5, 6, and 7, the last 4 weeks of the program, those will also bump up as well, too. But for the sake of time on the program, I wanted to kind of give you the first 3 weeks as well, too, so you can kind of see how to create your running program and how that builds up each time you run on intensity. After the run, now this is really key. This is about the cool down portion of it. There's something called active isolated stretching. Stretching is vitally important. It brings blood flow to your muscles. It decreases the risk of injury as well too. But also, active isolated stretching is a different technique that's for runners. So we're going to talk a little bit about this. It's a technique that lengthens and strengthens the muscle tissue, It increases the range of motion with each set. It has increased flexibility, it realigns the body, and it reduces the chance of injury. So you really want to do AIS, active isolated stretching, 4 to 5 times a week after your run. So after each time you run, you want to do your stretching because that's when your body will be tight. If you just run and stop and go about your day, your body's going to be really tight. So I'm going to talk about how to access those on your IHP and Healthy Heights account. I'm going to show you how to use your IHP account to log in, and so you can see how to get to your flexibility stretches as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to our website. It's liftjackson.com. We're going to go to My Health Tracker, and I'm going to log in with my own account. And you'll go to your dashboard, and it'll take a second for everything to load up. And this is my own personal account. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go see where it says exercise over here on the left-hand side, and then an exercise library. And then you're going to see the 4 sections right over here, cardio. You'll see strength training, but we're going to go to flexibility, which is over here in the green area. And you can kind of see the different stretches also as well. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of the stretches as well too. Your cross leg stretch. You can see how he's crossing his legs, stretching those out, stretching out his hamstrings, his quads as well too. And then he'll switch into the other leg as well too. So a good side view of that as well. You kind of see that that's a really good stretch to focus on the leg muscles, hamstrings, and quads to stretch that out. And of course, he did it for the other leg as well. This one's a butterfly stretch. Is really good to stretch out piriformis, which is a tiny muscle in your legs as well too. You see how she's doing that. Some people will cross their legs and use their elbows also to kind of push down on their legs too if they're really tight. That's another good thing as well. Wanted to hold these stretches for anywhere between 15 and 30 seconds, doing a few repetitions, doing about 2 or 3 at max. You don't want to do a lot of repetitions, like 10 or 15. And I'll just give you the side view. So once again, holding these stretches maybe for 15 seconds, between 15 and 30 seconds also, doing about 2 to 3 times each one. And really this gives you a good relaxation time as well too. Kind of think about your run, kind of prepare for the next day as well too. And that's how you log in for that. So, using your IHP account, using the stretches as well too. So now for your training tips. It's okay to vary your workouts. I'm big on variation of workouts. You don't have to do the same thing over and over again because you may get tired of this. This may be your first long-term workout plan, and you may have had a couple of bad days in a row and you're getting tired. So here's a couple of things I put on here. Varying your workouts. Skipping your running routine for that particular day, doing a cross-training workout, doing strength training, cardio, high-intensity interval training, which is a running, walking program as well too, doing some sprints, elliptical in the gym, a circuit training class here at Lift, anything to kind of just give your body kind of a rest, kind of focus on something different than just the same old, same old. So I put a few things on there about biking, elliptical, circuit training. And then it refreshes you while learning. You learn new skills, develop new muscles. That's the great thing about fitness is that every day I'm learning something new pretty much. So something I didn't know the day before. So it's a really good break for your body. It also makes you feel better as well too because you've learned something new. A couple of nutrition tips. I'm not a nutritionist by any means, but these are a couple of things that I do know. Calcium. Running does build strong bones, but also you need calcium as well too. So drinking anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams of calcium either by a pill, a chew, yogurt, Greek yogurt, milk, of course. It's easiest to find in yogurt, cottage cheese, spinach, and kale. So just making sure you're getting enough calcium each day to help you as you run. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me. That's all the presentation that I have today. Once again, if you have any questions, just ask Tiffany Forbes. She's the Healthy Heights coordinator, and I'll be happy to answer any questions here at Lift as well too for all you members here. I hope you guys enjoy your running program and you get out there and you seize the day. Thanks very much.